Right, buddy, this is the latest Manchester United news. Now, I'll be talking about Tyler Dibling, ridiculous £100 million fee. I'll be talking about Andre ONANA and his desire to leave Manchester United. I'll be talking about Jared Branthwaite, as well as some other interesting things as well. But I'm going to start off by talking about the Tyler Dibling situation now, and also talk about Ademola Lookman. But the Tyler Dibling situation, now we've been linked to him quite a bit, to be fair. Now, it came out from Nathan Salt and Chris Wheeler from the Daily Mirror, suggesting that 14 Premier League clubs, led by Manchester United, Tottenham, Liverpool and Manchester City, have inquired about Tyler Dibling. There's also a strong interest from RB Leipzig, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. Jason Wilcox knows Tyler Dibling from his time at Southampton. United scouts were watching Dibling in action for England under-19 versus Wales last week. So listen, on that situation, now Southampton, they want over £100 million for Tottenham, and Manchester City target Tyler Dibling. Current valuation is frustrating. Interested clubs ahead of the summer expected bid. So listen, they obviously want 100 mil. They're going to want a ridiculous amount. He is their best player. And Southampton are going to go down. They're on 9 points at the moment in the Premier League. I don't think that's going to be enough to keep them up. And even if they're going down. And Tyler Dibling, for me, would be absolutely perfect. Whether that be a right wing back, whether that be as a number 10. He's 18. He plays predominantly as on the right for them. He's a very technical player. And I think the reason why they want to spend, or they want like 100 million for him, is because of their desire to keep him. And if they slap a ridiculous £100 million price tag, it might prevent people from going in and bidding for him. But for me, he should be one of the targets I want at the number 10. I think he's young. Well, he is young. He's got Premier League experience. And he's technical. There's room for development, whether that be as a right wing back or as a number 10. Young players do really, really well under Ruben Amorim. And I'd be excited to see what Tyler Dibling can offer. As I said, there's so many positives there. Again, obviously, Tyler Dibling knows Jason Wilcox. I don't know if they had much interaction, but again, they know each other from his time at Southampton. Could that potentially help the deal? I'll probably do a separate video talking about, but £100 million is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I think Southampton only made £100 million last season, so it would be ridiculous. Obviously, they are a team who recently have had big spenders in recent years. Van Dijk going for, what was it, €84 million. Lavia going for 62. I think we bought Shaw off them for about 34 million. Was it Mane? He's gone. They have had players go for big money, but for me, Dibling, he's probably worth about 40-50 million pounds at max. And that is with like the Premier League proven stuff in there as well. But for me, I'd be all over Dibling, but £100 million ridiculous. Now, the next thing, Ademola Lookman. United are working to win the race for Ademola Lookman, with Juventus, Newcastle also interested. 50 million price tag has to be put on him. Now, listen, he's an interesting player. Again, has had time in the Premier League. I think Fulham, Everton, definitely he's played for. Again, an interesting player. He's gone to Atalanta, did a very, very good job, or has done a very, very good job for them. Looks like one of the good players. Now, £50 million. Again, is he what we need as a number 10? He's more of a natural winger who can cut inside and shoot. Again, I think we need more creative players like a Dibling who can carry the ball, who has got a good shot on them. And yes, Lookman does have that. Would he be my ideal choice? Probably not, but we know United are looking for an inside 10 and he could be one of them. Now, the next thing, Frimpong. Manchester United have had talks with Jeremy Frimpong camp in recent weeks. Now, we do need a right wing back, whether that's a left footer, what Amorim ultimately prefers if you look at his time at Sporting, or is a right footer. Now, there is a player there in Frimpong. Again, he's been linked to Liverpool quite a bit, with obviously Trent leaving. There is a player there in Frimpong, and I think you look at what United need: a right wing back, someone who's got quality, can go up and down the pitch. I mean, Leverkusen are doing very well at the minute. Would he go back to Manchester City? There's been links there as well. I think we do need, it's obvious we need a right wing back, someone who's got that technical ability, that quality to go further up the pitch. Again, Delo has his limitations. Mazraoui's been, for me, should be utilised way more as a left-sided centre-back. And I think it's absolutely important to get this right. But let me know your thoughts in the comments about the right wing-back situation. Now, do we buy someone like a Dibling and convert them into a right wing-back and then use Ahmad further forward? Do you keep Ahmad as a right wing-back and then promote Dibling to the number 10? Do you buy Dibling and buy a right wing back, and then you have more options there? We'll see what Manchester United will do, but we have been linked to Frimpong. Now, I'm going to end the video talking about the ONANA situation. Now, Andre ONANA intends to stay at Manchester United. even if he receives an offer from Saudi. He will only consider leaving if he is told he is surplus to requirements. Now later on, this came from Alex Crook in TalkSport. There's serious interest in Onana from the Saudi Pro League, with Manchester United willing to listen to offers for him. Ruben Amorim is not against selling Onana. The goalkeeper has been unsettled at Old Trafford for a long time. Now listen, on the Onana situation, I genuinely would look at getting him out of Manchester United. As I said, I've said it many times, I keep saying it. It's not a priority position for Manchester United at this moment. I think a right wing back, a number 10, maybe even a centre back, certainly a midfielder would be a priority, and a striker as well. You certainly look at the goalkeeping situation. For me, it is, as I said, my ideal priority. It'd be striker, right wing back, number 10, midfielder, centre back, then keeper. Definitely a striker first and a right wing back and a 10. Midfielder, centre back, keeper. They could be easily kind of altered. As I said, I don't think it's the biggest priority. He's not a goalkeeper who does this with confidence, but he has had good games for Manchester United. Now, in terms of Saudi, what you're going to get for him, I mean, the fact that he's unsettled, I mean, you can understand why Amorim wants a new keeper. He wants a new guy, his guy. This guy's Ten Hag's guy. He's not the greatest keeper, to be honest with you. Doesn't feel many United fans are confident, and you can understand why people would want him to leave. Now, I actually feel sorry for Onana, but again, what you want your keeper to do, he doesn't do enough, and I think we can expect so much more from someone like Onana. You can understand that Amorim wants to let him go. I mean, what we spent £47.2 million on him. I think he's under-delivered. I mean, the Onana we've seen at Ajax, more recently in the Champions League final at Inter Milan, was totally different to what we've seen. And we have given him that settling period. I think this period has been pretty poor, and he hasn't been filling United fans with confidence. So I'd look at potentially getting Onana out of this football team as soon as we can. But yeah, that's been the latest Manchester United news. So Tyler Dibling, ridiculous £100 million price tag has been set. Let me know your thoughts on Ademola Lookman. Would you bring him in as well for £50 million? Again, Frimpong talks. I think we do need a right wing back. Who's that's going to be? It probably will depend on whether Delo leaves or not. And on the goalkeeping situation, if Onana was to leave, who would you bring in to replace him? For me, you've got, is his name Lamons or Salmons? You've obviously got James Trafford. There are keepers out there. You've got Suzuki as well. There are keepers, as I said, who are doing well at the moment. Just let me know your thoughts on who you think you would bring in. But I'm going to leave it there. I'll probably do a separate video talking about Tyler Dibling. I mean, 6 days now until Manchester United play against Forest. I can't wait. We've got a tough run of games. We come back to Forest, City, to Lyon, Newcastle, Lyon. Like some big games coming up. So can't wait to give you all that content. But yeah, that's been it on the Manchester United latest transfer news. Thank you for watching.